Today, we will answer the age-old question. Who was the best Lee in bodybuilding? 3 Lees, all around the same time? That's a pretty rare name. It's quite a rare occurrence. I am sure most people would point you towards this man. Lee Haney. He's the obvious choice, right? He's the only one of the 3 that won a Sandow. Not only that, but he won 8. So, who's the greatest out of the 3? No doubt Lee Haney, but we're answering a different question. There is another Lee Labrada, and food for thought. He pushed Lee Haney himself 2 times at the Mr. Olympia event with 2 second-place finishes. A lot of people still to this day say he should have got the victory against Lee Haney. Not only that, but he competed several years after Lee Haney, so he has that advantage on improving. And then a lot of people would point you towards the man from down under. Look at them arms. Should be an easy decision, mate. This is Lee Priest, and he has the advantage of competing up until, 2013? So he has, like I said, the advantage of the more modern day training and, supplements, things of that nature. So, ladies and gentlemen, who was the best Lee? Not the greatest, not the most aesthetic. Who was the best? Let's have a look at the 8 mandatory poses. I guess that's the only way to tell. And the footage of Lee Haney, not the best, to be honest, but this front double bicep really was not his best pose. He is tilted a little bit dousely, but we're using that all into, we're taking that into consideration. I actually would say Lee Haney might be defeating Lee Labrada, but I don't think that he has enough arm size to take out the man from down under. Look at that. Look at that. Waistlines, V-tapers, the guys from the 80s and early 90s. I mean, obviously Lee Labrada, he competed in the 80s and in the 90s. And Lee Haney, he retired after 1991. So he's an 80s athlete. And they all had small, little, wee, tiny waistlines. Aside from that, I would give this one to Lee. I get confused here. There's 3 Lees. Lee Priest, he's winning in the arm department. Lee's going to win this one. I guarantee it. But anyway, right from the get-go, I would say this is going to be a tight little matchup. Go to the front lat spread. And Haney, I would say Haney would get an edge in this one. Upper body-wise, wheels, they're small. They're conditioned. Lee Labrada. I'll just stop saying Lee. Labrada. He looks fantastic. Look at those quads. Man, he is cut. And he actually might even be getting a victory over the perhaps more muscular, or obviously more muscular, perhaps even more conditioned Priest. But man, oh man, I can't see anybody defeating Haney in this shot. Wow, this is closer than I thought. Turn to the side here. I would say that Labrada is the weak man in this shot. So it is, I put a different picture of Lee Haney on top of another one, just to show you that his legs are a whole lot longer than the other 2 gentlemen. But anyway, yeah, Labrada the weak man in this shot, but very debatable between the other 2. Look at them arms. It's in the arms. Goes to Priest. No problem, mate. I don't know. Haney looks massive. That structure, that rib cage, expansion. And here, I think it was 1985. I don't know, maybe 87. I think it is 85. Lee Haney was muscular. Wow, and he was very conditioned as well. Close all the way. Side tricep. Figured I would change the order up a little bit for this one. 2 side. I like to do the 2 front, 2 side, 2 back, and then finish it up with 2 opposite poses. I like it. I know this is not the best shot for Haney, but same could be said about Priest. So if I'm going to rip one of them off, might as well rip both of them off, right? It's actually not a bad shot for Haney. Not bad at all. Represents his side tricep pretty well. I think we might be giving a gift to Labrada here. Labrada, he's not as thick and as muscular as Priest. Never will be. Never will be. But he's much more aesthetically pleasing. You notice that? Two short men. Priest actually the shortest by far in this matchup. Wow. Rated to the shoot, guys. It was close, and now that we go to the first of the two back shots, I have to say this is a very close decision, and I think it's going to remain debatable. Condition-wise, I don't know, I might even give an edge to Labrada. Maybe. You look at them hamstrings, though, a Priest. Lower half, no doubt. Look at those big horse legs. And separation in the hamstrings, and I do see one striation in the glute. That's not wrinkles in that bum. I see the wrinkles too. There is a definite striation. But you have to consider, guys, Lee Haney is tilted a little bit here, so his back is already overwhelming the other two guys. So impressive. No, he doesn't have the wheels. Maybe he doesn't even have the wheels to compete with Labrada. Because Labrada here in 1993, I think, he was fantastic. So in that aspect, he is beating Haney. But man, that back could block out the sun. You could show movies, drive-in movies on that big old back. Look at the thick lat insertions. Nobody, aside from maybe Kai Green, has that advantage. But you got to be realistic about this one, guys. He's losing in the wheel department. It's going to be a toss-up, I'm telling you right now. Rear double bicep. This is even more evident, I think, of Lee Haney's double barrel lat insertions. Look at that, guys. That's so impressive. Dwarfing the other guys in that aspect. Not bad condition here in 1991. But still, I mean, no, there's not too much striations in the glutes for Lee Priest. But still, probably winning in the lower half. Considering that he's dominating in the calves, hamstrings, fantastic. But lower back, lat insertions, Labrada, he's not too bad. Obviously, nobody in the universe is going to be as good as Haney. So, I should have stayed away from this one. This one is a debate. Debatable. Anyway. Go to the abs and thigh. And this one's is a lot closer than I thought, too. I'm a little bit tongue-tied in this one. Wow. Obviously, Lee Haney. I thought I was going to just stop saying Lee. Haney, he's the odd man out in this one. Hey, if we're gonna ding Priest, get confused about their names. If we're going to ding Priest and call him out on the lat insertions or lack thereof, we gotta be fair and call out Haney on the probably the worst out of the three ab department. Now, wow. If not for the leg size, Labrada might even get this one, but it is for the leg size. And man, that's two of the best 6-packs you're ever gonna see. 8-packs, whatever you want to call it. Some people call them 4-packs. Doesn't matter. Looks awesome. And Priest might even be winning this one. I think he is. Finish this one off. And you'll notice I used a maybe not that flattering picture of Haney. He actually, the other two guys had an outstanding crab position as well. So I think it's basically the same thing in this one. Labrada, underrated in the most muscular. Not the biggest dude in the barn, but still, he might even have enough here to defeat the much larger man in Lee Haney. But all aesthetics aside, Lee Haney really is just a much larger version of Labrada. So he kind of gets him on a lot of the shots just due to his sheer structure and size. Now, when it comes to Priest, now he has the smallest frame, maybe the most narrow clavicle even, but he has the biggest muscles. Look how cool them arms are. Everybody likes great big cool arms, right? Well, don't they? Not gonna answer me? Bunch of wankers. Anyway, hey, if you're gonna do the impression, you might as well take along, do some of the characteristics as well. Wow, guys, this one is much closer than I thought. I'm definitely going to have to give an extra look at all these shots before I come back with my results. And we are back with the results. It was almost as if I never went anywhere at all. That's the magic of television, I'm telling you right now. So I'm just going to announce the names here. I'm not going to draw this one out. So without further ado, in third place is Lee. Anybody? No? Well, I tried. In third place is Labrada. Obviously Lee. They're all Lees. Labrada, he places third. I think it was the lack of size. Structurally speaking, a little bit bigger than Priest. Obviously, much smaller than Haney. Nobody's got a better structure than him. Very debatable though, guys. In second place is Priest. Lee Priest takes second place, and this one is surprising, I guess you could say. I think it's going to take that real dry, ripped type of, strided glutes, things of that nature to defeat Lee Haney. At least when I'm judging it, I guess. Speaking as a real, if a real judge were to judge this, Priest probably would get the edge. He's so much more muscular than everybody else. And maybe up close, if you could see these guys up close live on stage. I mean, obviously that's impossible. But I do believe Priest would be the better conditioned man. But, in my opinion, your winner is Lee Haney. That back development, I mean, yeah, it was boys against men as far as the arms are concerned. But this is bodybuilding, and that back, it was just too much. Big blanket. And that's, I guess, why he is known as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, Haney, Lee. So who's the best, Lee? My opinion, honestly, guys, still up in the air. If I had to guess who a modern-day judge would pick, if you had all these guys in their best versions on stage, they'd probably pick Priest. They like muscle now. They like condition, their vascularity, and of course, strided glutes. No. Arms are cool, mate. Hit thumbs up on the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already, because my goal now is to get 100,000 subscribers. And then beyond. Have a great day.